What's up there, dudes? Thought you might want to have this for your audio recording, just because we talked about it and we were inspired by it the other day. So this is the rendition of "The Perfect High" by Shel Silvertein. Uh, yep, here it goes. The Perfect High. There once was a boy called Gimme Some Roy. He was nothing like me or you, 'cause laying back and getting high was all that sucker cared to do. As a kid, he sat down in a cellar, sniffing airplane glue. Then he smoked bananas, which was then the thing to do. He tried aspirin and Coca-Cola, he breathed helium on the sly, and his life was just one endless search to find the perfect high. But grass just made him want to lay back and eat chocolate chip pizza all night, and the great things he wrote when he was stoned looked like shit in the morning light. Speed just made him rap all day, and Reds threw his marbles all out of whack, and a cocaine rose was sweet to his nose, but the price nearly broke his back. He tried PCP and ecstasy, but that didn't quite do the trick. Poppers nearly blew his heart, and mushrooms made him sick. Acid made him see the light, but he never remembered it long, and hashish was just a little too weak, and smack was a lot too strong. Quaaludes made him stumble, and booze just made him cry, so to make him work better, he just mixed it together in hopes for the perfect high. Yeah, he smoked, he toked, he sniffed, he whiffed, he scored, he poured, he drank, he cranked, he chipped, he tripped, he copped, he popped, he geezed, he freezed, he cooked. He took everything there was to try, bought everything there was to buy, till his life just fluttered by and his ocean of pleasures was dry, 'cause nothing seemed to make him fly. What a sad, heartbroken guy. But then he heard of a cat named Baba Fats, who knew of the perfect high. Now, Baba Fats was a hermit cat who lived up in Nepal, high on a craggy mountain top, up a sheer and icy wall. But hell, says Roy, I'm a desperate boy. I'll crawl, I'll climb, I'll fly. I'll find that geek on the mountain peak who'll gimme the perfect high. So off goes Gimme Some Roy to a land that knows no time, up a trail no man could conquer, up a cliff no man could climb. And up he goes that stony cliff, and back down again he slides. Then sits and cries and tries again, pursuing that perfect high. The eagles pick the skin off his neck, and buzzards, they shit in his eye, but he blinks and winks and smiles as he thinks, I'll earn the perfect high. And if he'd only breathed deep, he'd have tasted fresh air like no air ever tasted before. And if he'd only listened, he would have heard the sweet songs of angels flittering by. But who has time to look or listen or breathe when you're chasing the perfect high? He's mumbling, he's stumbling, he's coughing blood, he's aching and shaking and weak, and starving and sore and bleeding and tore. He reaches the mountain peak, and his eyes blink red like a snowblind wolf, and he snarls the snarl of a rat. And there, in perfect repose, and wearing no clothes, sits the godlike Baba Fats. His bald head glows with the burnished gold, and white light gleams from his brow, and his left eye sees the future, and his right eye knows the now. And his smile beams so beatific you could believe that this is the guy who could just reach beneath a fold of fat and grab the perfect high. What's happening, Fats? Says Roy with joy. I've come to state my biz. I hear you're hip to the perfect trip. Please tell me what it is. For you can see, said Roy to he, that I'm about to die. So for my last ride, Fats, how could I achieve the perfect high? Well, dog my cats, says Baba Fats. Here's one more burnt-out soul who's looking for some alchemist to turn his trip to gold. But you won't find it in no dealer's stash or on a druggie's shelf. Son, if you seek the perfect high, find it within yourself. Why you jive, motherfucker? Screams Gimme Some Roy. I've climbed through rain and sleet. I've lost 3 fingers off my hand, lost 4 toes off my fucking feet. I braved the lair of the polar bear, and I've tasted the maggot's kiss. Now you tell me the high is in myself? What kind of shit is this? My ears, before they froze off, said Roy, had heard all kinds of crap, but I didn't crawl up here to hear the highs on the natch. I didn't climb for 20 years to listen to that sophomoric rap. So you tell me where the real stuff is, or I'll kill your guru ass. Okay, says Baba Fats. You're forcing it out of me. There's a land beyond the sun that's known as Zabali. A wretched land of stone and sand where snakes and buzzards scream, and in that devil's garden rose the mystic Zutsu tree, and every 10 years it blooms one flower as white as the Key West sky, and he who eats that Zutsu flower will know the perfect high, for the rush comes on like a tidal wave, and it hits like the blazing sun, and the high lasts a lifetime, and the down don't ever come. But the Zabuli land is guarded by a giant who stands 12 cubits high, with eyes of red in his 100 heads. He waits for the passerby. You must slay that red-eyed giant, and then swim a river of slime, where the mucus beasts they wait to feast on those that paddle by. and you lasso the scrotum-eating bird and fly through the cave of the snots and satisfy the lustful urge of the queen with the 29 twats. And if you survive the giant and the beasts in the slimy sea, there's a blood-sucking witch who sharpens her teeth as she guards that Zoot tree. Red-eyed giants, laughs Roy. Ha! Hell, I've seen worse in the mirror, I'd bet. And as for your river of muck and slime, I've snorted much worse shit. And I've known some bitches and blood-sucking witches and mucousy beasts of the sea, so I'll do their dances and take my chances, whatever my chances may be, 'cause as long as that Zoot flower still blooms, my hope still blooms for me. And with tears of joy in his snow-blind eye, Roy hands the guru a 5. And back down the icy mountain he crawls, pursuing the perfect high. Well, I guess that's that, says Baba Fats, sitting back down on his throne of stone, facing another 1,000 years of talking to God all alone. It seems, Lord, says Fats, it's all the same for old men and bright-eyed youth. It's always easier to sell him some shit than it is to give him the truth.